Imagine buying your favorite brand, something you have always liked. One day, you find out that this brand is being boycotted. This is part of the BDS movement, which stands for Boycott, Divestment, and Sanctions. This civil movement started way back in 1948, focusing on the South African anti-apartheid movement. Although this movement had successfully ended in 1994 with the multiracial elections, our fellow Palestinians are still facing the genocide imposed by the Israelis. Until this very day, they are still fighting until the last drop of blood. Thus, this is where BDS comes to stand with the Palestinians. The movement uses non-violent pressure on companies to encourage political and ethical change in its worldwide campaign. The question that lingers in our mind right now is how the BDS movement creates challenges for both business owners and employees. Boycott has impacted many big businesses such as Google, Intel, Starbucks, Microsoft, Pizza Hut, and Coca-Cola because of their connection with Israel. While the movement's goal is to make companies act responsibly, it also affects business owners and employees who feel the impact directly. One of the multinational corporations, McDonald's, has filed a civil suit against BDS Malaysia for the losses in its business, as reported in New Straits Times. Surprisingly, the response McDonald's got from BDS is a word of thanks for making them famous and known to consumers not only in Malaysia but around the world. The problem within both parties ended with McDonald's withdrawal of the legal suits after hearing clarification made by BDS. From this incident, we can see how consumers have practiced conscious consumption, from buying the products out of their preference to being aware of the impact of their spending. A lot of consumers have done their research to ensure that the products or services that they bought are not linked to the appetite. The October 7 incident has further opened the eyes of consumers regarding ethics and moral awareness, which was spread through social media. Social media platforms make this process faster, sharing information quickly and influencing people's choices. A single post or hashtag can turn a small decision into a bigger political action, like hashtag #IsOnRafa and hashtag #FreePalestine. When other people reposted the content, the algorithm will boost the information to be easily accessible for the consumers to follow the strategy boycotting. To be fair, boycotting practice extends beyond solidarity movement for Palestinians, as it has been used by society as a form of response toward business owners who lack morality or conduct in a way that is not socially acceptable. In Malaysia, we can see multiple instances of business owners experiencing consumer backlash after being perceived as unethical. As a result of the boycott, business owners face numerous challenges in trying to regain consumer trust. Beyond profit losses, the reputation of their brands was also affected, as many consumers remain firm in their principle despite promotions and advertising efforts. For example, Unilever Indonesia made efforts to win back consumer confidence, but the results were limited. Once consumers switched to a local alternative, many businesses lost market competitiveness. In some cases, this led companies to sever ties with suppliers and partners associated with controversial practices. A report by Middle East Eye noted that the shipping giant Maersk ended its relationships with certain companies in Israel. Additionally, the BDS movement caused some large brands like KFC to close over 100 outlets. To protect their brand reputation, business owners should not only focus on making a profit, but also concern about social, environmental, and religious matters. They can think of countermeasures so that this issue will not be dragged any further. Some brands like McDonald's show their support by denying the allegations of siding with apartheid and donating a large amount of money to help the Palestinians. Due to the boycott activity, some employees were negatively affected because of the operating hours being cut, and some outlets were closed. This has become a moral dilemma for employees due to the fact that they have to make a decision whether to stay in the company or to resign. Some of them quit the job to look for a suitable career with no affiliation to Israel. BDS teaches us that choices matter. But for young graduates, the most important choice is investing in themselves, regardless of what their political views are. The more young graduates polish their skills, the more impact it will have on their future and readiness for work. The industry is looking for a graduate who masters skills like communicating, teamwork, and problem solving, which are also known as soft skills. The ability to use AI professionally is also essential so that AI does not completely become a cause for the lack of creativity among young graduates. As a future employee, young graduates should be reminded that every step they take will make a difference to their future.